Hi, I'm Bot and I'll be your product management teacher. Today we have the third video of a 3-part installment about great resume for great product managers. And if that's the first video you're watching in the series, go back to see number 1 and 2 first. There will be a link in somewhere here or in the description. You're gonna find it. Today I would like to talk to you about your experience section, because this is the core thing that gets you hired. And the first thing I need to stress here is that you probably should only focus on your last 3 relevant positions. It's not about writing every position there was in your resume, including pizza delivery person in your life, but it's about creating the narration of a person that matches the product management advertisement you are applying for. Pizza delivery didn't help you become a product manager, right? It's not what will decide whether you get the call or not. So if you focus your efforts on the relevant positions, then you better spend the time and the space available on your resume. So starting to say how to write it, I do recommend not using passive tense with bullet points. Instead, write it in the first person active narration. I don't want to read you my resume out loud. Instead, I'll leave the link in the description so you can check out exactly what I mean. But why am I telling this? Why am I against every possible template and many people advising otherwise, to just be very concise and go bullet point by bullet point? The reason for that is, for one thing, being different, being unique, so that your resume sticks out from the dozens that applied with those boring bullet points. And the second point is that we are product managers. We are not really technical people, though we do have often technical background. We are people who are creating products, exciting products, and to do that, we need to also have great communication skills. Presenting your achievements using boring bullet points is not a way to tell a story. It doesn't tell anyone about your growth, about your activities and what made you who you are. And more importantly, it doesn't tell the story on why should they give you a call and offer you the position. No, in that case, you are asking the recruiter to interpret your resume whether you are fit or not. Why not make it easier for her or him, right? And storytelling is the way to do it. The stories should tell about your successes. They shouldn't focus on your responsibilities. To make it easy, I suggest to use Google's recommended XYZ format. In this format, you are describing an accomplishment, X, as measured by Y by doing Z. For example, as a product owner at Stepstone, I achieved highly increased user engagement as measured by the number of sessions per user by introducing gamification. And this is like straightforward, but you can also apply it to tell the recruiter about how you managed to improve the processes in the company, on how you used your leadership skills in order to make a disjointed team a whole that worked together. You have to think about what was your impact in the company, in the products you worked for. The impact-driven resumes are the ones that are the most convincing for people who decide whether to give you the call or not. And don't be afraid to mention what metric did you improve by your achievements. You can't tell the exact numbers, that's wrong and that breaks NDAs. But by mentioning the specific percentages that you improved the number of users by 70%, that is most likely impressive, but without the baseline, no company secrets are being shared, and thus you can highlight your data-driven skills, your selection of metrics, without upsetting any laws. Now, what you should avoid is to present the product or the company and try to build context for your achievements. That is not the place to do it. You can talk about it on the job interview. However, when it comes to resume, it won't really help that much. You are not there to build universal understanding, not to highlight your ex-product or ex-employer. You are about to present yourself as a person that best fits for the job advertisement you are applying for. As I believe I already mentioned in the video number 1, you are crafting that resume to match the requirements in the job advertisement, and thus you'll have to adjust your resume based on that. Let's move on to a section for people who aren't actual product managers yet and apply for those kinds of positions. The situation is a bit more difficult, but at the end, the means and the goals are the same. Present yourself as a great candidate for product management and get the call. So you do that by showcasing your relevant product management skills in the context of whatever position you held previously. As long as it's feeding the bot and the recruiter the right keywords like roadmap, backlog, A/B testing, data analysis, leadership skills, goal metric setting, anything that is common between your position and product management that you can highlight gets you more chances of getting the call. This shouldn't be that difficult if you match your experience, your position with the job requirements. This will be then only organic, and you want to hit as many bullet points from the advertisements as possible. Finally, you might be in a situation where you don't have a lot of things in common between your position and product management, but in that case, I hope that you started your personal product where you learn your product management skills on. And don't be afraid to include that in your experience section. My product management teaching initiatives have made it to my resume, and from what I can tell, they might resonate even better than my regular full-time product management work. So there isn't anything degrading about personal projects. As long as you work hard on those, you apply product management principles, you can talk about it as a product manager, highlighting the successes and failures and why they happened, then you are off for a very good start. I'm leaving a link in the description and on the screen to a video that will help you start your own personal product, and that basically closes this video and the series. I believe that I have now shared everything that is truly important to create a very well-refined, well-converting product manager or product manager aspirant resume. However, getting the call is not everything. You still have to land the job and then excel as a great product manager. To help you achieve that, please check out my courses on Udemy and Skillshare. The QR codes are now on the screen and the links are down in the description. And to know even more, follow me here, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future videos. See you soon.